Yes, that's right. I have a story of someone who experienced literally this kind of miracle, speaking a language fluently suddenly. But although this miracle didn't come in easy, it's definitely a knock on wood situation. So
I understand.
listen to the story.
Okay, you have a quiz question first.
The expression that means after a lengthy or troublesome wait is at long, number one, noodle, or number two, last.
One more time, please.
The expression that means after a lengthy or troublesome wait is at long, number one, noodle, or number two, last.
Thank you very much. If you know the answer, put it on our Bundy board or use Kakao Talk or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. And we are giving away an EBS Lang online Sugangguan. All right, so a story of language.
Ruben Samo was playing goalkeeper for his county soccer team when a player accidentally kicked Ruben in the head. He fell in a coma for about 3 days. When he at long last woke up, he started speaking in Spanish, a language he didn't speak fluently before his injury.
I've heard about this before. Yeah, this type of story, I mean.
Right.
We have a clip.
Yeah, we do.
Ruben was airlifted to Atlanta Medical, where he spent several days in a coma.
Our life has changed through this process.
Sí, hablo mucho español.
And when he did wake up, his parents say he spoke only in Spanish at first, a language he'd never spoken fluently before. For now, Ruben stays at home, twirling a ball and watching games on TV.
Sometimes I daze out. Sometimes, I feel like I'm not there. But I am.
He hopes one day to be back on the pitch himself. And when he does return, his coach wants him and every other goalie to wear a helmet.
Sounds like he suffered from a pretty bad concussion, too.
Yes, exactly. So they were worried, but when he woke up, he started speaking only in Spanish,
Yeah,
right?
I've heard of this before. People who have gone into a coma and then they wake up and suddenly they just are speaking a different language.
Yeah.
There's a term. I forget the term, but there's a medical term for it. And it's rare. It's very rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, so they're guessing that's because his brother and his brother's friend, they are very fluent in speaking Spanish. So
Okay.
he has heard them, overheard them in the past years speaking in Spanish. So they're thinking in his subconscious, he knew Spanish.
So has he retained it?
No.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it's slowly fading away,
Oh,
but
it
his
was-
English is coming
So
back.
it was just for a period of time. Isn't that fascinating? Well, at long last, he did wake up, and he was speaking Spanish when he did.
Right. So at long last, it's another way of saying at last, right? But it's there's a more emphasis on that there was a long wait.
Right. So a long wait, or it feels like you were waiting for this thing to happen for a long time, right? If you say, I was trying to lose 10 kilograms and at long last, I reached my goal. When you say at long last, it implies you were waiting for a long time, but it also implies how strongly you wanted to achieve that goal as well, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So anything really, if you were searching for a job and you went through many interviews and, at long last, I got a job at this company. It implies, number one, that you were waiting for a while, and number two, you really, really wanted to get that job.
Exactly, well put.
Okie doke, let's hear the story once again.
Ruben Samo was playing goalkeeper for his county soccer team when a player accidentally kicked Ruben in the head. He fell in a coma for about 3 days. When he at long last woke up, he started speaking in Spanish, a language he didn't speak fluently before his injury.
Thank you, Kayla. Now the answer to your quiz question, please.
The expression that means after a lengthy or troublesome wait is at long number two last.
Yes, and the EBS Lang online Sugangguan will go to Kwan Mi Jong Nim. Congratulations and enjoy your prize. Text mission today. What do you believe in magic, Kaylin?
Yes.
Yeah? I like to believe that there is magic, which is a little bit different, but at the same time, there's hope, right?
Yeah.
We are live, and you're listening to Morning Special on EBS FM on this Wednesday morning, the 26th day of October, and we're going to move on to our second news story.
Which is about a boy that saved up a lot of money for a specific purpose.
You have another quiz question?
If you are conscientious, it means that you are, number 1, diligent, or number 2, cooking.
One more time, please.
If you are conscientious, it means that you are, number 1, diligent, or number 2, cooking.
If you know the answer, put it on our Bundy board, use Kakao Talk, or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. We are giving away an EBS Lang online Sugangguan. So, story number 2 is a story of a boy who saved a lot of money.
A 7-year-old boy wanted a pony for a pet. He didn't whine or beg, but he started selling lemonade. This conscientious boy saved diligently, and after about 2 years, he had enough to buy a pony. When finally the boy met his white pony, Tomboy, he leaped for joy.
Oh, so he finally got his pet.
Yes, he did.
And we have a clip.
Sebastian's been begging for a pet pony to join his family ever since he took one for a ride at 4 years old. To pony up for one of his own, the little equestrian-turned-entrepreneur started selling homemade lemonade bottled with its own custom label for $2 a pop. His business was so successful that he even expanded into iced tea and iced coffee. Over the next 2 years, Sebastian saved up more than $3,000 with the money he received in sales, Christmas presents, and Tooth Fairy donations. While he was well on his way to purchasing his own horse, his mom surprised him with one after being impressed by his ability to work hard.
Oh, so
Hard work pays off.
he saved the money himself,
Yeah.
but his mom bought the pony for him. So he gets to keep all of that money from his lemonade business.
Yes, although he did have enough money to buy a pony.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's a nice thing for mom to do, isn't it? Well, like you said, this conscientious boy saved diligently for about 2 years, right?
Yes, this word is a very interesting word. It's spelled Conscientious, and it's a pretty difficult word to pronounce.
Conscientious.
Yes, conscientious,
Yeah.
right? It's the sh sounds that that throw you off.
I think this word was in the headlines last week, and I couldn't say it, right? That's
Yeah.
what I was talking about. Remember, I said, "Is you continue learning language?" Yeah, of course.
That's right.
Pronunciation too.
Yeah, so conscientious, it's a lofty word that means diligent. So you put in hard work into what you do.
Yeah.
And it also means, like, if you say he's a conscientious judge, it means that he is a hardworking judge, but at the same time, he has a good conscience.
It means you're careful.
Right.
It means you're hardworking. Kaylin put it well before the show today. It means your heart is in it. So, for example, we use this a lot when we talk about effort, right? So he made a conscientious effort to lose the weight. I gave you that example in the first news story about losing 5 kilograms, right? At long last, I lost 5 kilograms because of my conscientious effort to lose that weight.
Exactly. So, Steve, you're a conscientious worker,
Am
radio
I?
DJ.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
I just learned this word.
You are a conscientious student.
Yeah. I think if you are trying hard and you're consistently trying, then that means that you are conscientious. Yes.
Exactly.
That's right. All right. Well, this little boy, due to his conscientious efforts, was able to save the money, but his mom bought him the pony anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice looking horse, too, by the way, isn't
know.
it? Yeah. Let's hear the story once again.
A 7-year-old boy wanted a pony for a pet. He didn't whine or beg, but he started selling lemonade. This conscientious boy saved diligently, and after about 2 years, he had enough to buy a pony. When finally the boy met his white pony, Tomboy, he leaped for joy.
Thank you, Kaylin. Now the answer to your second quiz, please.
If you are conscientious, it means that you are number one, diligent.
Yes, and the EBS Lang online Sugangwan will go to EJ Young-nim. Congratulations. Enjoy your prize. And we have 2 more prizes coming up in just a moment for Kaylin's review quizzes.
That's right. And we